Sports injuries. Obviously, nobody wants them. How do you prevent them? Well, there are lots of ways to prevent those. We're going to find out exactly how to do that because some help is nearby.
Today's CI Health sponsor, Gibson Area Hospital. We have certified athletic trainer Carly Kimmer here with more information. So lots of sports back in session now. That things are progressing with COVID-19. So have you seen an uptick in patients?
We have had some injuries, and I don't know if that's because we've been on the shelf for so long, but it feels good to be back. But yes, we are. I do have some business most days after school, but I'm glad the kids can get out there and play, and that's what matters. So.
Let's talk about your role there at Gibson Area. As an athletic trainer, what does your day typically look like?
Yeah, so I usually get to the school when the day ends before the kids go to practices and games. I'm there covering practices and home events for injuries and how to help the athletes maybe prevent those injuries. I'm evaluating injuries and then kind of taking them through some rehabilitation so they can get back onto the field.
You know, you all as athletic trainers have a knack for the taping of the ankles or the wrists and all of that, because I know my daughter had to have her ankle taped one time. It's like, that is like an art. You've got that down.
Yes.
So, but if we want to prevent any kinds of injury like that, you've got some dumbbells. You're going to kind of show us a little maneuver.
Yes. So we are more than just taping. That is for sure. It does take a finesse to tape. That's a way to prevent, injuries from happening. But I'm going to show you guys an exercise we call the Fab Five, which is a shoulder strengthening program. It's 5 movements. So bear with me here. So we've got 5. So we're up. We also go out. We go thumbs down in a V motion. We shoulder shrug. We go up and out and back together.
And what is this preventing?
So we are working on shoulder stabilization movement to help your overhead athletes support their shoulders, whether you're talking about a baseball pitcher, it could be softball, volleyball. We need to be strong in all aspects of our joints. So that's just one way people can take that home and do those. You can use soup cans, whatever you have, whatever you have at home. That's just one way to kind of strengthen the shoulder.
Have you ever had an injury from somebody dropping one of the weights on their foot while they were doing the actual exercise itself?
I have seen weights dropped, yes, but luckily not too many times.
That would be the injury I would get, I guarantee.
Yeah. You know, a lot of high schoolers want to go into the sports, maybe career field after they graduate from high school. So being an athletic trainer, what kind of schooling and training does that take?
So you do have to go through an accredited program where you will sit for a boards exam with the education that you're provided from that university. You pass the exam, and then you have to be licensed in your state. So I'm licensed in the state of Illinois to be an athletic trainer. So you do have to have all those credentials, lots of education background, so that we can treat and evaluate those injuries.
Do most area schools have an affiliation with a hospital or with an athletic trainer, or is this something that they can just come to Gibson on their own and go, my son or daughter needs a little help in X, Y, or Z area?
So I would say a lot of hospitals or clinics do have outreach athletic trainers. I'm specifically at GCMS, which is located in Gibson City. So that's where I primarily do my work. But yes, we have 11 schools that Gibson Area Hospital covers, anywhere from the Paxton area to Prairie Central, Watseka. So we're all over Central Illinois, but 11 schools is pretty big for Gibson Area Hospital.
Sure
it is. And so great that they have those services available there at Gibson Area Hospital to help our student athletes perform their best. And thanks for those moves.
Yes, no problem.
Great.
Now you can practice.
I know. Right?
We'll connect you with all of the details she just shared, as well as connections to Gibson Area Hospital at ciliving.tv. Coming up.